Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom stream, week 4, day 7. Don't forget to actually finish it if you haven't already, because Tower of Doom is only 10 hours left, or technically 11. But yeah, I believe there were still not even 100 people yet. Oh no, there is finally 100 people. But yeah, you need 700 Doom kills to get all rewards, so if you haven't gotten that yet and you're close, definitely advised to do so with all the rewards that you can get. But yeah, that'll be ending soon. Next Tower of Doom will of course be in another month. Let me go over all of the things that's coming out tomorrow, as well as this next week in general, but mainly just tomorrow. We do have Bounty Hunter the following Friday though. But let's see, where's the page for it? Of course, I don't have the normal spoiler thing because they don't post that for another few hours. But we still have the other one that's on the Terran's World, or whatever that one's called. That one, wow, I forget what it's called. The, Terran's World. That one thing. I think the links for it's in the description specifically. One of them will bring it to there. But anyways, let's go over all of the things related to tomorrow's event. So, we have 3 things coming in. One of them's coming in on Friday because it's the bounty troop. But this will allow Divinion Fields to reach 9 stars. Unfortunately, I believe it's still 2 troops short of a 20 star, so we're not getting an extra stat from that. But this will be the one available for Glory, the Horse Lord, a ultra rare from Divinion Fields of color green-red, deals magic +4 damage to the last enemy, and then stuns them, and then pulls it to the first position. So we got another thing that's capable of moving, though the rest of its ability is pretty lackluster for the most part. One interesting synergy that this does have, though, is since it does stun and then move it to the front, you'll be able to get rid of any kind of skull mitigation it might have or anything that will protect it from skulls. So it does have that going for it. It also has fast traits, so you would only need 6 mana to initially do this, which is one of the quickest, if not the quickest, pull in the game. So I believe it's tied. But yeah, it's really, really quick for just moving something up front. So will this thing really be used? Not much. It just doesn't do enough damage. I feel like they're going to try putting this into some kind of new delve room in the future. I think that's the only thing he's really going to be used for, and then he'll be super annoying. But under player control, I don't think there's much you would use this for. Other than kingdom upgrades. But then again, even for the kingdom upgrade, the only thing that we need is to get one of these traded if you already have everything else from Divinion Fields upgraded. So that will just be pretty easy to do in itself. This we have for the raids next week, a Nightwing Epic, another one of the unicorn things. It deals magic +4 damage to the enemy. Of course, does the standard multiplier if they are a boss. And then oddly enough, creates 8 yellow and 8 purple. It's very rare that one of these troops ends up getting mana generation. This thing, even outside of the event, could potentially be okay if you really truly needed those 2 colors at any given time. It's kind of like a not Lady Anariel. Oh, what's that one troop? I forgot her name now. Oh, it is Lady Anariel, duh. It's kind of like Lady Anariel, that one 13 mana cost blue-purple that creates a bunch of blue and green. It feeds into itself and it creates one other color. And that's essentially what this does too, except it does it with damage. It feeds right back into itself with its purple, and it creates a little bit of yellow that you could use for something else. Other than that, it does have Stealthy, which is pretty good for a Godslayer, because that means the Zugoff will never be able to hit this troop, meaning you basically have a guarantee, or an air guarantee kill on the boss every single battle. Because as long as everything else on your team does not have Stealthy, it will always go for your boss killing troop last. So worst comes to worst, you'll always get the boss kill, but you might end up losing the battle. Of course, you still want to try doing both, but get the boss kill and win the battle. But worst comes to worst, this thing is almost guaranteed going to kill the boss every time. So that's going to be pretty nice. And other than that, so a really good raid troop for once, which is a little bit different. And other than that, we have 2 other new things coming in next week. On Wednesday, we are getting a cosmetic pet for the Chinese New Year. I believe it's the year of the pig, right? Or something like that, because we're getting a boar on Wednesday. It's fully cosmetic, it doesn't do anything. But on Friday, we're getting, it's Bounty Hunter. So we're getting this thing, a plains jumper. Looks kind of like a kangaroo, which is kind of funny because they are from the Australia, the developers. I'm actually surprised they just got around to adding a kangaroo. But yeah, rare from Divinion Fields. It deals, or it destroys 8 gems and deals magic +3 damage to the first enemy. I wished it destroyed more gems. I guess they were too concerned of making it too good. But yeah, that's pretty average. It does have Swift though, so it does get its mana up pretty quick. And if nothing else, for this week, it's at least going to be an okay mana generator. Has Agile too, so you would normally use this thing in first slot anyway, so it's going to be nice. Only real big issue with this is the exact same coloration as if we're going to run our standard team. It's the exact same coloration of what's her name? Of forgetting names of everything now. The brown red that creates red and purple. That's a bounty troop. Pharaoh Hound. But it's the same coloration of Pharaoh Hound, but it has 75% mana start, so it's starting with 7. It's only blocking 3 mana, so it shouldn't be that big a deal for the most part. But yeah, that's what we're getting for bounty this Friday, and that's all the things that are coming in next week as far as new content. Let me go close this out, and where to go? That's not it. Where's the window? There's the window. Okay, anyways. So, for the rest of this stream, the main thing we're going to be doing is finishing out the event. I also need to do PvP, but I might do that off stream. But the main thing I need to do is this. We need to go and complete out our 9 battles, approximately, that we have. Of course, it shows 5, but there's a good chance we'll find 2 Val Ravens, possibly even 3. This is mainly just to make leaderboard. We obviously already have all the rewards, but we can easily make leaderboards. Just doing 2 more will get us onto leaderboard. And anything beyond that will start getting us even better. And I do want to use all the battles, even if it doesn't necessarily get us any further in leaderboard, just because it'll be more progress towards this delve. So, yeah, let's keep going. This is the current team that we're using for basically the rest of the delve, from 250 all the way on to max of 500, at least until we have to do Purifaction, obviously. But we're using Yasmin's Pride with Titan, Apothecary with a +1 blue, Ketris, and Ubistet. Basically, we cast this once or twice, get an Apothecary there for cleanse and mana for everything else. Ketris does the initial damage, Ubistet does the cleanup, and that's basically that. And then we double kill the double kill with Ubistet into that combination. And that's basically what we're running with for all the rest of the delves that we're going to be doing. If you do not have Yasmin's Pride, you can replace that with either Mountain Crusher or Dragon's Eye. Probably Dragon's Eye once you're starting to get this late into the delves. Earlier ones, of course, use Mountain Crusher. Oh, so hello, everyone. I didn't even say hello to everyone yet. Hello! Hello, Durade. Hello, JZG. Hello, Mark. Hello, Cepho. Hello, Ellen. Hello, Carbos. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Demon Angel. Hello, RapPF. Hello, William. Hello, Daryl. Hello, Durade. Hello, Avalone. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Churros. Hello, Chad. Hello, Skeleton. And hello, George. Welcome, everyone. Let's see. Devs occasionally change the info about troops last minute before posting on the site. Yeah, do keep in mind, I didn't end up mentioning that. But yes, there is a possibility that they will change it last minute. What I went over might not necessarily be the actual stats of everything, because they do change things like literally like right before they post it sometimes. But to our current knowledge, what I just showed is what everything will be for tomorrow and Friday. But there's a chance they will change it. There's a chance they'll change anything until it actually gets released. Oh, oops, why'd I do that? Well, I guess we're on the first battle, so it doesn't matter. Normally you're supposed to throw Yasmin first, but it's not going to matter because they have such low stats on this very first battle here. Okay. Well, no point in really casting that. I would rush Apothecary, but we don't have that. I guess we just keep taking Ketris manas until we win. I do have to be careful that he doesn't die, though. That's not good. We did have 1 battle so far. We actually did not go perfect this faction event because I accidentally lost one of the battles because I wasn't paying attention, and then we didn't have barrier for hero, and then just died off of a bunch of skulls. What's this post of which you post? This link of which you post? Where does this go to? Treasure hunt high scores. Let's see, 622 or 711. What? That is insane. Does he have a video of it? No, just screenshots. I would love to see video of someone actually getting above 500. I don't think anyone has ever posted video of above 500. The furthest I've ever gone was the higher 200s, like 260 something, I believe. But yeah, there are people that have gotten like way over 500 before. Not sure what the absolute highest ever is. Let's see, I'll move that over. Good afternoon, Zeddicus, welcome. Okay, we'll do that right on first, just so we don't waste all of his armor with skulls. Let's we get that out the way immediately. We have a skull right there. I don't think we're going to bother with it though. Just do that to regain barrier and it'll just mitigate the skull for us. There is a video. A link to it before the screenshots. Oh, I'll need to check that out later then. Yeah, I'm curious what strategy he uses. Because I'm definitely not the best at treasure hunt. I am abysmally bad at treasure hunt. That's mainly because I don't play it a lot. And it plays almost exact opposite of how the rest of the game plays. Like, I know the basics, but that's about it. I don't know how to even remotely get that far. Let's see. Go get that onto the yellow there. Grab another brown, take a blue. Grab the other brown. I do want to throw one more of these. I don't think we really need it, but might as well. That little bit extra damage, and then just do a hit into a Ketris. And that should kill him and be enough. Oh, that ruined what I was going to do slightly. Because now he's not going to be in Ubistet range, I don't think. Well, let's see. Will he be in Ubistet range? Probably not. I don't think so. That's questionable. It might be. It is. Oh, okay. They both just died at Ubistet. Keep forgetting, the further we go, the more damage we have on that because they keep getting higher base attack. Even though they also have higher durability, their attack is also higher, which means more boost ratio. He doesn't have 1 to 4 anymore, but he does have 1 to 6, which is still pretty decent. A nice little extra turn off the top from the brown. Grab a... yeah, we'll take the blue. No, it didn't get surge though. Take a green over. Grab a destroy on that. Grab a mana for that one, and just keep going down the line. Okay, I should probably get Ubistet to full mana before I grab a Ketris, so we'll move that, take our red. We get a little bit extra damage off that as well. Not much, but Ketris does gain 2 to all stats. We'll do that. Well, 2 to all stats except magic, I mean. Which basically just increases his actual damage output by 2. So to a degree, it's kind of like he's gaining magic, because it's increasing his ability by 2 damage as well. But it's not technically gaining magic, even though his ability does increase by 2 as well. But that's just because of his boost ratio, not because he's gaining magic. He would still have that 2 damage even if he was webbed. What do I take? I guess we'll go for that green, why not? It's a little bit of a waste to cast this though. Or is it? Oh, it's a waste to cast it now. I need to get Ketris to full mana if we're gonna do that. So, oh wait, he's just gonna kill himself out. Okay, well we don't even need to do that then. We just kill him with Ketris. So keep moving stuff. Not that, or we'll randomly kill it with skulls. There we go, that should be enough to kill. Okay, never mind, I don't even need to wait till it kills itself out. Just do that. Hello there, Steve. Welcome. And if anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know, and I'll make sure to do so. Otherwise, mainly doing delves for most of the stream. Might throw in some PvP too, but mainly delves. I'll take a blue, brown over, grab a Yasmin a few times. Do we throw it on first? I'm actually gonna ignore it for now. We'll do that and then the cockatrice. We'll do that. Cockatrice, hit it with an adjacent hit, and I'll bring it into like at minimum it would bring it into Ubistet range. Now we can double kill the Alpha Ubistet. Oh no, because I half hit the other one, I actually killed him instead. Whoops. Not that big a deal though. I should die to almost 1 Ketris. All we would need to do is tear away its armor and then throw Ketris at it. I don't think Ketris on its own is enough, so we'll just do it this way. Might have been. Probably. Keep underestimating how much damage he has. That does remind me too, I need to make sure I use all my treasure. I do want to try getting this delve to level 200 if we can. This makes it a little bit easier as we're going to 500 completion. We're not doing pure faction though. I might try it once we get there just for fun. But I don't think we're realistically going to get it done. It requires getting super lucky with skull spam. Like super, super lucky. Plus you have to go through a lot of rooms. You have to go through 5 rooms. 4 rooms in the boss. Oops, forgot to take blue. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We won't know until like next week though. That's about when we'll be to that point. Probably next weekend. We'll have it to around 500. There goes Bone Dragon. No, don't kill him. No! Speaking of skull spam and getting lucky and randomly getting kills, well, apparently I'm gonna have to take the quick path to the end of this place thing. I hate when that happens. It's kind of to be expected from skull spam though. Okay. We'll take the red over. Grab all the purples. Take a brown. Get an Ubistet there. If he gets another Bone Dragon, we might just instant lose. We'll hit this directly on Bone Dragon. One more will kill it. Problem is, we die to anything. We lose Apothecary the second he takes that skull, but we also can't take that skull or else he skulls us. Oh, wait, we can do that. Get a free turn. No! No, we don't get a free turn because he has... forgot. He does instant freeze when you take skull on him. Okay, I have to take that skull if I want her to live. There's no way around it, even though we need Ketris mana. We'll do that. You'll get a skull out of it, apparently. Well, that's not good. What do we do about this? What do we do? He said take a skull and hope for a red. Didn't get it. Took a green. Throw that at the final troop. Purple we're not frozen on, so we'll grab it. Throw it out onto you. And I'm actually going to take it this way. We get more mana. Plus we're going to lose our turn anyways. We're still going to lose our turn, so I'll just take green. Okay. Well, we'll see how it pans out in the final battle. I think we could still win it with just this. It's just going to be very unlikely. Especially with Ketris right up front. You never want to put something that boost ratios off of stats up front normally. Unless it just boosts off HP, in which case it's not as big a deal. But if it boosts on armor or something like that, it's definitely not a good idea. Yeah, we'll move that over. One more hit will do it. What do we take? Grab a green. Don't hit us. All good. As long as he doesn't actually get the kill. Oh, wait! If that's in one skull range, we have to be really careful then. One skull when he goes down. So we do have to take that skull then. Also one skull when he goes down, so I guess it's both ways now. I'll take that brown. Luckily he did not hit the other one, though it wouldn't have killed even if he did. He does not cascade a skull, and dead. Okay, was that the fourth battle, or fifth? Okay. So we can go and head to the final room now, and just hope we can magically win somehow. This is basically going to come down to solo Ubistet. But if we can get one Ketris on the first slot, that will be a good chance of winning. Or at least better than what we would have otherwise. We'll see what happens. But yeah, main strategy is get this thing to kill range. And once that's in kill range, we just Ubistet, and then that's half his team. And then we could probably solo with Ubistet. But before this thing dies, I need to get his first slot killed. That basically has to happen. So I'm probably just going to hit him directly. So I'm going to do this, hit him directly. We get a little bit less damage out of it, but it's going to be worth it for the Ubistet. That will guarantee that his two most annoying troops will die to a Ubistet. Even though it doesn't do as much damage to him. But once they go down, we should be okay. Problem is getting them killed because we need a whole nother Ketris and we need a Ubistet follow-up. The Ubistet follow-up should be pretty easy. The problem is doing more follow-ups on top of that. Because obviously we don't win once... Nope, okay. Well then. Because we don't win once those two go down. We still have another two. And apparently we lose. It is technically possible to Ubistet this, but we'd have to cast Ubistet like 5 times before we die. Which is probably not happening. Especially with Asp. Asp alone could solo us, even if that was the only thing left. At this point, it could solo us. Okay, this probably isn't enough damage, but I'm going for it because, well, we don't really have a choice. Let's see, I'll take that brown over. Now we're gonna get a single kill in this final battle because we lost all of our team prior. What happens when we lose our hero? At least there likely wasn't a Valraven here. Or maybe there was and we lost it on one of the other rooms. Okay, the skull I have to go for. Fortunately, the other one's 9 kill range. We'll just do that for now. Oh, is that enough to kill it? Yes, it is. Okay, we'll do that. Well, you know what? It's... No, never mind. We just lost. I was going to say, it's still winnable. It's not. He's about to cast and then we die. Here, I'll give him a skull. We die either way, so it doesn't matter. And unfortunate. Okay. Well, let's try this again. Let's not lose our hero. Oh, only 25 shards. That's so pitiful. Well, at least we'll still have enough to make a leaderboard, if nothing else. We're definitely not making high on the leaderboard, that's for sure. But, yeah, let's keep going. Let's try it again. You don't have the bottom 2 mythics. I don't know what else has HP boost ratio. Let's see. Or I do. Let's see. Stronghorn would work. Basically, you want something that has a HP boost ratio, essentially. Anything that has it. Death, Stronghorn. What's that one? Red, yellow that does split damage. Anything that has a HP boost ratio is basically what you want to replace those 2 troops with. Oh, technically even Sunbird, though you generally don't want to go Sunbird because it loses all of its effect every time since it kills itself out. But something that has a HP boost ratio is what you would want to use in those 2 spots if you don't have either of those 2 mythics. And there are some lower rarity stuff, like epics that can fit there. Epics and legends and ultra rares. Hello, Gustavo, welcome. Also, hello, Daniel and Carbos and Cynical and Dennis. Could you help you with Pamela? Wait, what's Pamela? We don't have bottom 2. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I just answered that. But anything that has HP boost ratio is what you'd put there. Specific ones would just depend on what you have. Switch to Iron Gut team? We could switch to Iron Gut team. If we lose one more time, I'll definitely switch to Iron Gut team. I still have my things against it though. I personally don't care for the playstyle of that team, even though it probably is better than the team we're using. Our first thought would still die at the same rate though, regardless of if we have Iron Gut or not. Because Iron Gut teams would also run Hero in first. It'd probably run it with Mountain Crusher, but it would still run Hero in first. And it would double kill it. The biggest thing is just not paying attention sometimes, and then we just randomly die on hero. That and skull spam. Because sometimes there's just nothing you can do, skull spam. Unless you have an entangle, it just gets it every time. Or at least at a really high rate. Okay, well, I don't have any way to deal with that yet. Let's get the drain for now. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an actual mana drain, but you know, drain as in the armor drain. So we can still use this and get almost all of the effect. Almost all of the boost ratio off it comes from the armor of the enemy. So even though we're webbed, we're still going to gain a pretty high amount of HP. So it's currently at 225. And even while webbed, we still get 50 HP. What do we want here? This will take Brown. You can cast it again, but at this point, I might as well just kill it with Ketris. Well, what did you end up using for it? Or is that what you're posted there? Let me see. Oops, I forgot to open in a new tab. Oh no! It's gonna open in its own thing. What did you use for it? Forest Troll, Apothecary, Yasmin's, and Ketris. Yeah, same premise, but with Forest Troll as tank instead of using Ubistet. So you just keep spamming Ketris mainly until you have it up to one-shot range and then go from there. Yeah, similar premise. It does make it tankier so your hero doesn't die. That is how we lost both of them so far, is from hero dying. So it does make sense having a substitute tank up there. I did that for some of the other delves too. Just putting something that has a high skull mitigation. Haven't done it yet for this one. But I don't know. If it keeps happening, I definitely will. But I think it's just an outlier from not paying attention. It's pretty easy to, especially with Yasmin's Pride. As long as we keep taking Browns when we need to, he's never really going to die. Unless we just get caught off guard. That, or if he just chains like several skulls in a row. But pretty much anything would die to that. You can wipe the whole team in a single turn. Yasmin's Pride doesn't extra turn though. But yes, you can use Yasmin Pride enough times that you get Ketris to 2 cast range. You throw it in second, fourth, dead. I'll go check the actual footage of your thing after the stream. I don't want to do it now, but I'll see. Because there are other variants that we could do to this team to make it better if we want to try something else. This is mainly it's mainly just how we want to play it, is how we set up the team. Because there's a lot of ways that would do it correctly. Yeah, we'll take that, take that. Grab a blue again. Throw. Actually, I'm gonna wait on Ubistet. Or do we get it now? Where's Apothecary? Do we not have an extra turn? We throw another one of these. That'll be useless. Then we'll just go kill his really annoying transform. Get out the way. Get a nice convert in there on all those greens. And now we just need another Ubistet, though we could also do it with Ketris if we really wanted to. I could just tear away his armor just to make sure it is indeed enough. And then, well, apparently we got Ubistet out of that, and it just killed Ubistet instead of Ketris. Whoever let me. Oops. Oh, of course, I click off the second it actually gives me the capability of using it. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Iron Gut teams can wipe in a single turn. And you can actually use the standard team for it, too. You can use Rock Troll, Hero with Titan, or inverse the two. Followed by Iron Gut, followed by like one other support troop, depending on what you want to run. And that'd basically be the team. And that could be something like a Possessed King, or whatever else you want to put there. So yeah, we're definitely going to give it a shot. I just don't think I'm going to be doing it yet. Once we reach like 400 plus or even 350 plus, I'll probably bring it out, just because Ketris and Ubistet start losing value the deeper we go, particularly Ketris. But yeah, we'll definitely give it a shot at least once, if nothing else. Let's see. Oh yes, I will be kicking Harry this time around. I was just waiting till the event finished off and everything. But yes, I will be kicking Harry this time. I wanted to give it another week just in case, but yeah, we'll kick him. I'll do that later today. Okay. Also, if you know anyone for the slot, let me know. Because I don't have anyone in line at the moment. Unless anyone here wants to get into the guild. Because we have 1 spot left. Or we're about to, anyways. Actually, we could probably do it right now, too. Since we could just kick him literally now if we wanted to. But yeah, if anyone's interested in joining the guild, 1 million gold requirements, and being able to do decent at all the guild-related events like Tower of Doom, raids, and all that. As long as you can do that, we have 1 spot available. Also, ideally level 1000 plus. Okay, we'll take the red for the Ketris, and that will double kill. Poor Harry, though. I wish there was private messages so I could message him. He's been in the guild for like a year and a half at this point. I might as well kick him now just so he has time, actually. Let's see. Kick the guild member at kickoff? No. Let's see. Pretty go. Yeah, how long has he been in? Where is he? Where even is Harry? Harry, where are you? I know you're in here. There he is. Oh yeah, he's way below all as well on this week. Let's see. Yeah, he's been in here for 608 days. For comparison, this guild has only been around for, okay, so, yeah, 1 year less than, almost its entire duration. Also, we've almost had this guild for 1,000 days. Anyways, let me go kick out, Harry. Sorry, Harry! Sorry! And kicked. Okay, if anyone wants in, we have 1 spot left. And it's, raids next week. We have a pretty easy raid troop, though. It should be pretty easy. Even if we're, like, missing 2 or 3 people, we could easily get the event done. I have this maxed, right? Yes, I do. While I'm here, let me go do dungeons before I forget. It's Diamond Day, so definitely don't want to forget it. Oh, what am I doing? I'm already using the correct team. Also, I never did get Frost Mage to max. I'm still working towards that, but obviously it's almost there. It's like halfway to 95. It's just I keep doing delves and other stuff that, yeah, I haven't been able to get the last little bit of the XP on it. Also, I wasn't able to set up the treadmill yet either. I'll probably do that on like Wednesday or Thursday or something. I will get that set up. It must happen. Actually, I've been going crazy with buying a bunch of stuff on Amazon lately. I have that problem where I'll like buy one thing, and then I'll see another thing, and then I'll see another thing, and it's kind of set up that way too. But I figured I'd get some things that I've just been meaning to get. Let's see what the other thing over. But yeah, I think I've spent like $600 or $700 the last week on Amazon. But most of that was, of course, the treadmill and the other piece of equipment. I forget what it's actually called, which is why I just keep calling it the other piece of equipment. I forget what its proper name is. It's like one of those rowing machine things. It has some kind of proper name. I forget what it's called though. Yeah, Tacet the hamster. I used to be such a hoarder when I was young. And what's annoying is my parents kind of tried making me anti-hoarder, and now a lot of the things I did hoard were worth a lot of money. Like all of my N64 cases. Like I still have quite a few of them, but they did make me throw out a lot of them because I was hoarding literally every single one. If I still had all of them, I'd probably have almost $1,000 worth of them with how many I hoarded, because I was hoarding my friends as well. I had like multiple boxes of some of the boxes. Let's see. Okay, so that's all the diamond stuff and the 50 thing, because it's always worth throwing it for the 50 gems. What do I need here? Go back to the, that's exactly where I need when I do that. When I go to the correct location, then I forget. And it's actually the correct location. Did I read the manual? No. If I'm gonna read the manual, I'm gonna do it as I'm setting it up, because it has visual instructions and everything. That would be fun. No, I'm not gonna try setting it up on stream. That would be a pretty funny stream though, but that would also be like a day-long stream. But no, I'm not gonna do it on stream. It's enough pressure having to do it just normally. I would never be one of the people that does like vlogging or anything. I would hate doing that. Let's see, what do I need here? Grab, I need a brown, but oh, never mind, we do have one. Grab in the corner. Go hit those two. Need the last little bit of our mana. What's the fastest way to be able to ascend as many troops as possible? Get into as good of a guild as you possibly can as quickly as possible. Ideally a guild that has at least a 1 million gold requirement. There's a few dozen of them that do. But yeah, trying to find a guild that has at minimum a 500,000 gold requirement, or ideally a 1 million gold requirement. And if you find a guild like that and can get into one and stay in one, you'll get a lot of resources very quickly, which will help you get a lot more keys, which will help you get everything ascended in the game. Okay, what do I take here? Grab a brown. Grab a green there. I guess that's a little bit of a waste because it's not going to kill High Forge, but I guess we'll go for that. Treadmill setup stream to raise money for other equipment. But no, I'm not going to stream it. It would be a funny stream, but I don't know. That'd just be really awkward. Better Mythic, Worldbreaker, or Umberwolf? Umberwolf's not a Mythic. Or Umberwolf's a Legendary. But between which one's more useful, it depends heavily on what you're going to be using it for. Umberwolf is used for Purple Guild War Day as well as soul farming, whereas Worldbreaker is used for basically everything. It's not the best for absolutely everything, but it can be used for basically everything, except for like really deep delves. But everything like similar stats related it tends to be pretty good for. So Guild Wars, PvP, stuff like that. But and as well as low level delves and mid level delves up to about 200 or so, or 250. But I would say Wolf is probably better, even though, of course, it's lower rarity too, so it's even easier to obtain. But Wolf you would need earlier on in the game anyways, because you need it for soul farming, and it would help with Purple Guild War Day, which would be one whole day less that you'd really have to worry about. Or at least slightly less so. It makes it a lot easier. It doesn't win it automatically just having it. But, oh no, that wasn't enough damage. I assumed it was. But it definitely helps. Okay, what do I do about this? I guess we try getting an Apothecary and just feed it all the way to full mana.
Oh, is that how to do it?
Yeah, I still haven't enabled the super chat thing. The first time I ended up setting it up was back when they didn't have it easy to set up. So it actually didn't end up going through. Or it got through, but then it got, like, canceled for some reason. It was kind of weird. But I haven't really bothered resetting it up. I really should, because it'd be a good way to help make a little bit more money to help support the channel. I will be doing that this year, probably in the next month or so. It's just there's some other things I need to do to set it up as well, like with all the icons and everything. But yeah, we'll be getting that set up probably soon, and be an easy way that's not Patreon to help support the channel. Because there's a $5 option thingy that it has, which is just the reoccurring thing, like the normal, just reoccurring thing. That just helps the channel. And then there's also the super chat, which is basically YouTube's integrated form of donations for live streams. We still technically have both. Patreon covers the monthly one, and the donation link below covers the other thing. I'm just using different methods that aren't YouTube integrated. But yeah, I might as well start using the YouTube integrated ones. I don't see why not. But both of them are still possible even without it right now. Oh, you meant Ubistet. Ubistet or Wardbreaker? Probably... That's a hard one, actually. Ubistet's better for delves. Well, they're basically inverse what you use them for. Ubistet's used for delves and high-level content, whereas Wardbreaker is used for PvP and Guild Wars, as well as mid-level to low-range content. Basically, things that are similar to your stats. Anything basically double your stats or less, you use Wardbreaker for. And anything above that, you tend to use Ubistet for. But it really just depends which one you're looking to use, because they basically do the exact inverse of each other, as far as what you would need them for. Okay, we'll do that. That should be Wardbreaker range. Is it? It probably is. Let me take a brown, though, just to make sure he doesn't get a hit there. I'm going to do another HP buff, too, just so we don't die. That'd be good. That's definitely Ubistet, so we'll get that now as soon as he does whatever. Make sure Hero doesn't die as I give him a skull to hit us with. Oh no, double skull! Ooh, we gotta be really careful. Don't want Hero dying. Do not want Hero dying. And of all things, to die to that as well, that would be bad. Well, let's go get our HP. That's out of kill range now. Good. Is that in Ubistet range? Only one way to find out. It is not. Okay, let's go and get that hit there. And now we can do the stat. Oh, the only problem is if I don't get it right now, though, it's going to hit whatever his summon is. It's not going to hit his first slot. It'll hit the... Oh, no! Why? Why you gotta be like this? Well, let's go to the final room. As long as we keep Apothecary, we can still win. We have to skip the other rooms now. Okay, let's throw it down to blue. Okay, maybe we'll finally switch this team. We'll try, I don't know, I need to think what I want to switch this into. Because this is the second time it's lost now. I guess we just have to put something in front of our hero. It makes, it makes Deathless a lot harder. But it'll make winning in general a lot easier. Oh, we'll do that. Oops, I didn't mean to triple kill. I would assume that other one would have lived. Fail. Well, now we need to just poke it a few times. I know, we're gonna switch. I want to see if we can go a little bit further, but yeah, the biggest issue is hero being up front. We just really need a tank up front. Even if we lose whatever we put up front, we need hero to live longer. So you know what? We're gonna try Infinite Loop. We'll try Infinite Loop. What's his name? Iron Gut. Might as well. We'll give it a shot. Before we do, let's go try and do this with only 3 troops, and hopefully not fail. So what do we need first? We'll grab the yellow. Grab a green somewheres. Take it that way. Throw an apothecary down. Very possible we still lose this. We don't have any proper tank at all. So every skull hits us very, very hard. So I'm still going to play this the same way that it happened when we were missing the apothecary, just because I do need to make sure we get that Upestet. So we're going to throw the hit on him, throw another Ketris at it, and then kill it off with a double Upestet, killing his 2 biggest damage sources. And once his 2 biggest damage sources are down, we have a pretty good chance of winning at that point. Unfortunately, that didn't give us full mana. That is definitely what we needed, but did not get. So we'll take that. Gives us a free turn right there. Doesn't actually give us anything out of it, though. We'll throw another Ketris at him. Did I throw it in the middle there? Yeah, he's still going to be the lowest. So I'll just get a little bit more. Oh, no! I shouldn't have done that. Because now that's not enough damage, is it? There's only one way to find out. Calculator, go! I'm going to bother calculating this one. I haven't for most of them. But is this enough to kill him? 67 plus 76 plus 85 plus 144 plus 143 plus 141 and finally 139. Divide all that by 6. And I don't think that's enough damage. And add whatever his base value is, 44. That is not enough damage. That is fail. That's 176.5, which means 176, which means not enough to kill. And Apothecary is about to die. Do I take a brown, or do I bother with Apothecary at this point? I guess we try for Apothecary. Oh, good thing we did. Very nice. Okay. What was our damage again? Oh, 176! I have exactly enough to kill him, but we lose Apothecary if I do. So let me take another skull. Even though we had exactly enough, it's better to do it that way. So Apothecary lives a little bit longer. Hopefully we can get at least one cast with her. Yes, we can do that on yellow there. Take a free skull. Do we throw Ketris or do we wait? I think we let Apothecary die at this point. Poor Apothecary. But, yeah, I think we just let her die out and just take a red surge. Fortunately, did not pull mana. Take a green here. He'll take that skull, and then we just throw both of them down. Actually, do we take that skull ourselves? Let's let Apothecary live a little bit longer. Use her as a meat shield. Better keep living. Throw that down. She'll die off of that, but then we do the stat and win. Okay, we still won. Very sloppily, but we still won. We did miss 2 rooms, though. But, there we go. Okay, let's go try the Rock Troll related Devour team. Before I do though, let me double check that there's no immune to Devour team. Because I know the second I switch to Devour, there's going to be immune to Devour. Okay, looks like we're fine. So let's go use the Devour team then. A couple different ways we could build this. Let's see. I guess we'll go the Mountain Crusher route with this and try going infinite loop version. Well, it's not necessarily infinite, but we go Mountain Crusher. Go Apothecary, we go Rock Troll, and actually, do we go Apothecary? Do we ditch Apothecary for a Possessed King? It's either Possessed King or Apothecary. Apothecary is the cheaper route. Possessed King is the safer route? I'm not even sure. We kind of need the cleanse, but I don't know. Death Mark won't really affect much. Hero has immune to it. What am I looking for? Iron King Guts, whatever his name is. High Forward, or I keep calling his so many things that's not actually his name. High King Iron Guts. But, I don't know. Do we get rid of her for Possessed King? Or do we keep her? It's better mana generation, but we give up cleanse is the only problem. We have no cleanse if we lose her. Lose Rock Troll? What do we replace it with then? I need something to frontline tank in front of our hero. And we get half mana on it. It gets up really quick. Oh no, what's the alternative to it? Because if I keep Apothecary, I would have to go and put hero in first slot. Apothecary can't be first slot. It will die in like 2 hits. But I don't know. What do we replace that Rock Troll with then? Because if we were to do it this way, it would be that. It'd be Rock Troll, Mountain Crusher, High King Iron Gut, and then the Possessed King. Your hero never dies? We'll see about that. I don't know. I guess we'll give it a shot. The only thing that can really kill us is skull spam, and this current delve does not have skull spam. Okay, do we change our banner? I think we keep it as is. What's the other color we're missing? Red. But then again, can we even get a banner that's better than +2 brown, +1 blue? Unless there's a -red banner that does the exact same. There's not really a better banner for us. Unless there's like a +2 brown, +1 green, -1 red, but I don't think that exists. So, yeah, we'll keep it as is for the banner. +1 we need for Apothecary. The Possessed King for a bunch of explosions. Mountain Crusher for all the browns. And Hind King Iron Gut to auto-win. And we just keep infinite barriering off of Mountain Crusher. We'll get a shot, see what happens. And worst comes to worst, we use Possessed King for transformation win. It also allows us to transform and devour things that have immune to devour. In case that does come up. Okay, we'll take our blue. Take a green. Throw in Apothecary. Do that on yellow. Throw another Apothecary, do that on purple. And then we just start devouring like crazy. Yeah, he auto extra turns even if he doesn't get devour, so we'll go in for it. We can do it in any order, so I guess we'll go for that one. And now he has 100% devour rate. Throw in Apothecary whenever we can get one. We'll do it on yellow. Immediately go right into another devour, 100% rate. Get another devour. And that's enough to kill with Possessed King, but the skull will also do it. But yeah, as long as we don't lose height, as long as we don't lose the Iron Gut, we're fine. The only thing that we can really lose to with this team is Transform and still Skull Spam we can lose to. Because while we won't lose immediately to Skull Spam, we'll lose our hero to Skull Spam. Which is why I kind of want to do Rock Troll. But, yeah, as long as we don't get trolled by Skull Spam or what's it called? Transform. Those are the only two things that could really take us out. And I guess technically Devour. This doesn't have immune to Devour. It's very unlikely it'll randomly get hit by one, though. There's very few things that can. Also, we don't have 100% Devour until we get that first Devour, but it seems like it. We keep getting it. We have like a 70-something%. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have immune? No. It has the trait that looks like immune, but it's not actually immune. This one has impervious. He doesn't, though. So if we want to devour that guy, we do have to transform him. So we'll try to go for one more devour, and then we'll try transforming him. I forget, does Possessed King roll all 3 of his 20% on one troop when there's only one left? I'm actually not certain if he does or doesn't. And what do we do about this? Because we have a 0% chance of devouring him. So I guess we'll try transforming again. Didn't get it. Okay, I guess we just keep throwing his ability and poke him with skulls or something. Let me take an Apothecary. Just oh wait, why am I taking Apothecary now? I should have threw his ability first. Fail. Could have gotten free damage on him. It's only 42 at a time, but it's still better than nothing. I struggle only having Devour as our kill option. That's because this King can actually get transformed. Oh yeah, here's one of the other teams that could kill us. It's very unlikely you would specifically target it though. Ooh, Valraven. Very nice. We'll take our brown. Oh, I tried to. No! If he escapes because of that, that's such a fail. That's a fail. Alright, we'll take our blue. How would you want to make a bet he escapes now? What do I take? Better not be our only move. Looks like it. Yeah, it was. Double. Wow, I double shuffle. I've never seen that. Back-to-back shuffle. Bad board into a bad board. This is excessive overkill, but I'm going to try devouring that. And of course, the first time we don't get a devour is the most important time, and when we actually need a devour. Let's try it again. There we go. Let me get rid of that so we don't lose. Throw an Apothecary down. Get another devour on that. Load everything. transform him because he doesn't have immune. And dead. Yeah, it does do free damage. It's only like 40 something, but you can keep stacking it over and over again. And it'll eventually chip them down. Yeah, we'll take our blue over. Also, what time is kickoff, by the way? For anyone who watches the Super Bowl, I'm actually not fully certain. Isn't it around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in like 2 hours? We'll probably be streaming for about another hour or so. I'm streaming until we run out of sigils. Or until the game starts, either or. And by the game, I mean the commercials. The actual game. That and the halftime show. And the food. And also, since you guys mentioned it yesterday, you got me hungry for it, so we are going to be ordering a pizza. 2 pizzas, actually. Because why only go for 1? Might as well pick out. That's what the treadmill is for. Let's see. Go throw down reds. Grab another hit on him. And I was actually waiting for him to transform to a baby dragon. Luckily, he doesn't. He has a 25% chance that that happens. But yeah, we should have about 6 more delves left. We just got a Valraven here, so we're definitely getting at least 1 more Valraven. Possibly 2 more. We have either 6 or 8 more delves. We'll take that for yellow. Yeah, there is a dwarf team that has 3 immune to devours. It's Dwarven Gate followed by 3 dwarves. Forget the exact composition, but it is triple immune to devour. Which was one of the reasons I didn't want to use this team. Because we basically have to check every single time. And if we don't check and we have to do that battle, while we can still win, it's going to take forever. That battle alone would take like 5 minutes, if not longer. Unless we get really lucky with Possessed King. Okay, I need to devour him next. Luckily we have a 100% chance. Let's see, let's explode. When will we do the code? I guess once we get back on leaderboard, we'll give out the code. And if we're already on leaderboard now, we'll give it immediately. But once we get back on top 100 leaderboard, we'll give out a code. Which might be right now, so I'll go check right after this battle. We're definitely going to make top 100 by the end of all this. I don't think we're going to place top 20 though, definitely not. But at least we'll get our 1 orb and 75 gems back. Better than nothing. Okay, we'll devour that, and dead. 100% chance. Almost 1,000 attack. 1,000 HP, but somehow 999 armor. Go figure. Let's see, are we on leaderboard? Nope, not yet. We should be right on top of it. End of this delve should pretty much be leaderboard. Yeah, end of this delve will definitely be leaderboard. So by the end of this delve, we'll hand out a code. After we do the final room there. Hello, Carlina. Welcome. Oh, why did I not take the crown? If we can't get her all the way to full mana in 1 turn, we might as well just go for Mountain Crusher. Because we can 1 turn Mountain Crusher with a single brown. Assuming it surges, of course. Well, we'll devour his skull option. We do not want skulls doing anything. Get a good Apothecary on there. Get another devour. Go right on to, what's his name? Oh! Oops. That has immune, doesn't it? Fail. That is such a useless troop that I forgot that he has immune. He never gets used for anything other than this battle right here. Let's try converting him. Oh, there we go. Now we can devour him. Should have taken that mana first, though. But let's go grab those greens. Get the last 4 mana off the explosion. How is he not full mana? There we go. And dead. Got that one, and we got this one. I guess we'll take the higher one first. It is the actual event, so we do get slightly better multiplier out of that. Yeah, Xenos and Zugoff both have immune to Devour. They both have Impervious. I know that Zugoff does, but I keep forgetting that the other one does as well. Which makes sense, but they're pretty useless troops, unfortunately. They're both really hard to obtain, particularly Zugoff. But, I don't know, they're just so underwhelming. unfortunately. Take our yellow. Actually, probably should try devouring first. We'll get our devour, get our mountain crusher, another apothecary in there with all the extra browns from our storm. Should have alignment, hopefully, or not. Nope, never mind. Okay, well, plan B, take a green. We don't actually need to cast Possessed King though. We could if we wanted to, but unless they actually have something immune to devour, we really don't need to. Okay, we got full mana again. We're down on his mana accumulator. There's devour there. And there we go. Okay, next order of business. Grab a skull into yellow extra turn. Didn't get it. Throw the brown free. Load everything. Watch out for what? And get our devour. Oh yeah, this is the one battle that can actually kill us. Each one of these has a 1 in 6 chance of devouring a random ally, and that could hit our devour option. If he dies, we ought to lose the delve, because it's very unlikely we could solo with Possessed King. He'd be our only damage source left. It's technically possible, but you'd have to triple convert or double convert almost every cast he does to actually get away with that. Okay, and final battle. And that should be enough to reach leaderboard. Actually, technically we're on it right now, but let's go do this final battle. We're exactly at 100. Right on the dot. Actually, it's not showing us yet, but we will once we get this next battle. And then click refresh. Okay, we'll grab our brown. Get surge again. I feel like we keep not getting surge on it. But we'll take that brown and explode everything. Before we do, let's get a devour. Ooh, he did not hit it. Let's try it again. Devour attempt number 2 at 72% chance. There we go. And now it's 100% chance for the rest of this battle until we win. At this point, even if we lost everything else on this team other than Hero, we just auto win just with Iron Gut, because you would have such high stats after the very first devour. We get rid of that, and then we just have to deal with the Asp. Also, I'm really surprised that saying Asp hasn't demonetized me yet. The name of that snake. Because it does a lot when I say cockatrice. Anyways, there we go. Okay, so we're now on leaderboard. Solidly on leaderboard, 88. It's probably still not showing us just because it doesn't refresh properly until after a little while. Oh no, it's showing us. There we are. Yeah, we're on leaderboard now. So yeah, let's go hand out a code. Let's see. Code. Click edit. Mark it so we know we used it. Where'd it go? Right there. Mark it. Copy. Save. Use it so we know it works. Put it right there. Boom. Invite code. Redeem code. It works. Boom. Put that right over there. Paste. Copy. Refresh. Put the right here. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code is found underneath your settings menu, whatever your game says there. The redeem code is right over in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. Actually, just letters this time, but just copy paste that or type it out. And you use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. And it gives the same reward as always. Not that. There it is. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold. There you guys go. And while we're here, we might as well claim our shards from delves. Also, speaking of shards from delves, we might as well also go and try getting 1 more Asp, because I still need 1 more. I want to have 3 copies of it. Of course, it gives us a troll rare and something that's not it. There we go. Okay, so now I don't ever need to throw any more shards here. We've gotten everything we need from this faction and have completely finished it. We have 3 Asps in case we ever want to run a triple Asp team. I guess maybe we might want to get a 4th eventually just to troll people with 4. But triple Asp is realistically the most you'd ever put onto a team, because you'd want to have a mana generator for it. And everyone else is mythic out. So yeah, we got everything we needed. So now we probably put all of our shards into, I believe it's just Warrens and Sea of Sorrows, I believe are the only 2 factions I have not maxed yet, if I am not mistaken. Let me double check. So Warrens and Sea of Sorrows. I believe both of them, the rare is at like 30 or so, mid-30s. So if we check Sea of Sorrow, he's at 44. I guess we'll do Sea of Sorrow next because it's pretty much there already. And the only other one we don't have maxed is Warrens, which is currently sitting at 33. So yeah, we'll start throwing our shards now at Sea of Sorrows, then Warrens, and then we're finally done with shards. I've actually never been done with shards before, just because I never really bothered camping a delve until the last month or so with the Warrens when it came out. But yeah, we're finally going to be done with shards soon. Anyways, let's go. Speaking of shards, let's go and do the event. Fight and keep going with this. Have another 6 battles or so, 6 to 8. Definitely get in at least another several more. We'll move that over. If nothing else, whatever I don't finish now will get done while watching Super Bowl ads. Let's see. Do that, get that converted. Oh, why did I not devour first? I think we already had mana for it. And of course it doesn't even give it to us. Try it again, got it. Throw an Apothecary on all of it. Get that down. Throw another hit on that one. Skull I'm not even going to bother with because we should just get full mana off of this and then go right into a Devour. And dead. Oh, we could have Skull killed it instead. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. It feels weird streaming in midday. Like, I almost never stream at this time. What do I take here? Let's take a yellow for now. Grab the brown over, get our Mountain Crusher. Go for Devour onto first slot. Do that right there. Of course, it doesn't get it. Try Devour again. Take the reds first. Oh, wait. No, you always need to throw the extra turn first. Why did I take that? Always throw your extra turn ability before you try taking mana, because you might randomly cascade mana. Okay, I'm going to leave first slot alive because we're probably just going to Skull Killer at this point. And we'll get a Apothecary there. Hopefully I'll die to random skulls. Perfect. And dead. Also, we might gain a level soon. Too bad there's no way to put a hero on this team. And the only way we could possibly put hero is replace Possessed King with... oh, never mind. Duh. We do have hero, but it needs to... Too bad we can't put, I should say, Frost Mage on this team. Because we would need to replace our first slot with a different tank. I guess we technically could. Replace Possessed King with Rock Troll. And then make that Frost Mage in second slot. But the problem with that is it would make it so much easier to die. Which would not be that viable. Yeah, there's only 2 hero classes that currently have it, and I have both of them maxed. It's Rune Priest and Titan. They both gain barrier every round they take. And that's the whole mechanic we need in order to make this work. Oops, I forgot to take my Devour again. Except when my stream lags. Wait, is it lagging now? Hope it's not lagging it again. What, did the stream break? Let's see. Definitely a little bit behind. I just finished the battle that it's showing right now. So it's definitely at least like a minute behind. I find it weird because my stream itself doesn't show that I'm dropping any frames. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, never mind. I have dropped some. 676 frames, 0.6%. Okay, so it is doing something with it. So never mind. But that ended up happening yesterday. It was, we were falling behind, but we weren't dropping any frames, which was weird. Okay, we'll take the brown over. Grab that. Get our Devour onto... Let's just do it on first slot for now. Yeah, of course it doesn't land. Oops, I used this and... Okay, where's the escape button? Why is this not a thing yet? Okay, good, we have it on purple. There was at least one option. I really don't know why they haven't done one yet. I hope they can figure out how to code it. And if it's not because of that, then I don't know why they haven't added it yet. A cancel button for abilities. Such a nice quality of life thing that would be very, very useful. Very rarely would you need it. But in those instances where you do need it, it makes no sense that it doesn't exist already. Also, I definitely should have taken... Wow, I should have definitely casted there. You would have like 4 full manas right there. We'll go to that. But that's what Possessed King does, just loops like crazy. All that stuff. And Mountain Crusher definitely helps it out. Okay, we'll do that onto green. Another Devourer, and dead. Why am I checking these? Oh, that's why I'm checking these. Oh, good thing I checked them. We actually should do that treasure room before we go to the goblin room. I'll take the brown first. Of course it doesn't surge. Why would it? Take our blue. Take our green. He lets us. Actually, we'll take it that way. I'd like to still get our green. Oh, I need Bing, just need the brown. Okay, Devour start. Just try getting on him. And it doesn't. Hopefully we'll get it on the next one. Do that onto blue. Do that into a Devour chance. Good. And take it down. Grab all that. Run a Devour at it. Get a I'll throw a Mountain Crusher. Do it again. I should have taken that red. Could actually turn into something else and not wasted a turn. Doesn't matter much though. Speaking of that, how's there no extra turn on this board? Let's go for the Mountain Crusher instead. Let's maybe get it off the top. Kill that just in case it somehow wins. Or, you know, gets away with doing some damage just so it doesn't kill us. But then again, it wouldn't be able to do triple to hero. Because our hero has immune to poison. Actually, Apothecary has immune to poison too. So never mind, that wouldn't have been annoying. But they can hit pretty hard. I think can hit like 400s. Actually a little higher than 400. Assuming you can be poisoned. Which would be enough to one-shot everything except for our Devour option. I like what we do with some immune to poison, which kind of just completely mitigates that since you can't get triple damage on it. I guess you could get it if it got webs, but you didn't really have any good ways of webbing. Though the team did technically have web. I know, I think I might be getting a sore throat now. It's because of this weather, it keeps going from like average to like extremely cold. Keeps changing too much. At least I don't have like excessively cold. Like over in the Midwest. It's actually barely even reached like freezing point near me. Let's see. Also, it's probably still cold in that area. Even though New Jersey's not getting hit as bad. I believe they still have snow. I might not even be able to go on my trip midway through next month. Like, everything keeps getting moved because of schedules or snow. What do I need here? Also, somewhat because of the shutdown. Because I wasn't going to fly when there was no TSA. Or not no TSA, but whatever the thing is. The thing that checks the planes so they don't crash into each other. So that should be fixed by now, as long as they don't shut down the government again. So what's up next week? Next week, nothing interesting for the most part. Wednesday, we're getting a cosmetic pet for the Chinese New Year. I believe it's the year of the pig, if I'm not mistaken, so we're getting a boar. What was the other things? On Friday, we have Bounty Hunter, and Divinion Fields gets 9 stars. Tomorrow, with the raid troop, that isn't too bad. It creates a bunch of yellow and purple. I believe it was yellow and purple. And it's actually a pretty decent raid troop for once. And we're also getting a useless troop that moves last slot to first slot and does some damage to it. And it has fast trait. Could be okay in early game. I don't think you would ever bother using it in late game, though. But yeah, pretty normal week. We got most of our interesting things this week. Though do keep in mind, if you still want a new Mythic, he is still available till Friday reset. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you still have all of those days to go open keys. So any keys you get next week from your guild, you can use that to try to get yourself the new Mythic if you want. Or if you don't want the new Mythic, make sure to wait until Friday before you open your keys again. And then you'll have a chance of getting any Mythic. Yeah, air traffic control. There you go. Let's see. Oh yeah, we should probably have the Discord link in that notification thing within the game. I almost forgot about that. A lot of other guilds do that too. That, or I just need to have something in there so they can contact me through Discord or something. I haven't bothered doing that yet, but I probably should. Just so that people can contact us directly, since there's no way to do so within the game. But you can change your notifications to anything now. The guild, whatever the guild thing says whenever a person is looking at it to try to recruit. And since we're in top 25, we are visible to everyone. So I should probably go do that. It's probably one of the only few benefits of actually being in the top 25 guilds these days. Is it's basically free advertisement for your guild, since there's not really any decent way to find other guilds other than that method. That and, of course, forums and stuff. Either Global Chat 1 or Gems of War Forum are the other locations. But I mean, like, within the game itself, the only real good location is either Global Chat 1 or mainly just the top 25 leaderboard. Okay, we'll take our purple over. Also, even though I don't care about trophies as much, I do need to make sure we actually stay above the 25. To do this makes recruiting a little bit easier if we are. We should be able to. It's pretty easy to do a bunch of trophy farming if we ever need to as well. This is something I don't think barely anyone in my guild's been doing lately, including myself. Haven't been. Actually, I don't even think I hit 300 trophies yet this week. I should just lower that or remove that requirement, because I know several people in the guild don't, including myself occasionally. I normally do, but I don't know. Normally, the only reason I really have it as 300 is because you can easily get 1,000,000 gold from doing 300. And since that's the gold requirement, it just makes it more consistent that people get the gold for the gold requirement, if that's also a requirement for the trophies. Anyways, let's keep going. So we should have about 5 more delves to do. Okay, I'll move that over. Also, we technically have 3 more than 5 more delves because of the daily ones as well. But I'll do those off stream. All it is war and farming. Okay, we'll go explode everything. Get the Devourer on him. Get a nice Apothecary onto all of those yellows there. Get another Devourer. There we go, nice. Apothecary away all the purple. Go for another one. Explode everything. What do we need? Guess we'll do it on red. Devour the other one and then just take the mana full. And dead off 100% chance. Also, I got this water at the beginning of the stream and I barely even drank it. I think I took 1 sip out of it. That happens a lot. Where I'll just like get a water for the stream and then it's like, oh yeah, I'll look after the stream. It's like, oh, yeah, I got a water for the stream and then I like didn't drink it because I was talking the whole time. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really use Discord that much is the biggest issue. It's not even required for my guild to use Discord. But we do have one. The only times I tend to ever really use Discord is if I specifically need to voice chat for something. And that's about it for the most part. That or if someone refuses to use any other messaging system. It's always annoying how many different messaging systems there are. Let's see. Let's explode everything. Get another Zower on him. Do it on his summoner first. Actually, they're both summoner. Never mind. They're both the summoner. Get that on purple. Grab another hit on there. Explode everything. And dead. So yeah, it looks like by the end of this today, we should be at delve 350 or so. Or actually 380, because I might actually use the 3 that we have, the daily 3 for this delve. I'm not sure yet. Then I do it off stream. If nothing else, it'll take a little bit longer, but it'd be worth it because I do want to work this delve 500. There's no direct benefit from it other than the fact that we get another pet. But I don't know, I guess we'll wield the pet. What is even the pet for this delve? I never bothered checking it yet. Is it anything interesting? Because we'll go put it on our shoulder because we should have it by I believe Wednesday or Thursday. We should have it. How far we currently are, but sometime around there we should have the new faction pet, which is kind of funny because we're getting another pet on Wednesday as well. So we're basically going to get two new pets simultaneously almost. Let me double check. What's the new pets? It's probably some kind of lizard thing. If it's thematic to the kingdom, which it normally is, or it's to faction. Excuse me. Also, that's funny, we're at exactly 69. Looks like we might make, oh, excuse me. Looks like we might make top 50. That doesn't make much of a difference though, it's just 25 more gems. That's 25 more gems than we had before. Okay, check whatever our mail is. I believe it's just shards, if I'm not mistaken. Should be like 1 or 2 stacked shards of a very small amount. If it'll ever load. Hello, game? Hello? There we go. And it's only 1. It took that long just to load 1 reward. But let's see, what does the pet look like for this faction? I didn't even check it yet. There it is. Right there. Oh, it is a snake. Oh, it's a bone snake. A rattlebone. That's not that interesting. I might still wield it though. Would make a good Halloween one. But, oh, you know what that reminds me of? That one episode of SpongeBob with that one talking spine. That is exactly what it looks like. Well, maybe not exactly, but that's exactly what it reminds me of. Is that one talking spine from that one SpongeBob episode. I completely forget what episode that was. I think some of you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, let's go to Sea of Sorrows and try getting this rare maxed. I think we needed 7 copies of the rare, and we only got 3. So another 4 to go. Wish we'd stop getting rings and useless bags. Really only chalice and above is really useful. And apparently it's just taking longer to load this one. And it's a chalice. Yeah, we need about another 4 of that. But anyways, let's go back to the delves. And I do have to do all of these delves before I do my dailies. Otherwise, I just waste all my dailies. But yeah, we should have about 4 delves left, it looks like. The rest of this one and then 4 more of them. Because we're most likely getting a Valraven in that time. Very unlikely that we won't. Unless we lose it, that is. Which could happen, though hopefully not. Hello, Kevin! Welcome. Team suggestion for fast farming from 20 to 500? Well, it keeps changing as you keep going further. Oh, sorry, you said 20 to 50, my bad. I thought you said 500. If you're just doing 20 to 50, you'd probably run... Well, if you're doing exactly 20, you'd probably just run a rush Dawnbringer or rush any AoE weapon that has enough damage to kill out the entire thing. And you just throw it right into an Empower troop. Because, for example, you could run like a Mercy into Dawnbringer and then just first turn win every single battle. And Dawnbringer with 2 other yellows on your team would be enough to kill out every battle, or should be on level 20. especially if you have higher stats. And if it's not enough, you can just raise it until you do have enough, if you're camping specifically level 20. But yeah, assuming you're in kill range, just run like Dawnbringer into Mercy, or Black Manacle into Gimlet, or any Empower Troop into a AoE weapon hero that instantly wins, or any AoE Mythic or Legend as well. It's just the higher the mana cost, the harder it is to fill, of course. Yeah, this battle does have one of those annoying immunes. Only one though. But let's throw that down, take a skull. I'm gonna have to kill him without full damage because of his immunity. Try converting him. Hey, we actually got it. Nice. Okay, now we can devour him. Because once he gets converted, he no longer has traits. And dead. Mountain Crusher 2x Gargoyle Gimlet. You can do that, but that's more so for... I would say the double Gargoyle was more so for 40 to like 70 or 80 or 90. You'd run about 30 to... or 40 to 90. You'd want to go double Gargoyle. But if you're running level 20 over and over again, or even level 30, you're probably just going to want an AoE weapon, because one single AoE cast is going to be way quicker than double casting Gargoyle. Though double casting Gargoyle is good if you're going a little bit deeper than that. It depends specifically what level you're doing. Yeah, what William just mentioned would work. Oh, never mind. You're the one who asked the question in the first place. Yeah, what you just mentioned would work. Maybe not specifically Pygra. Is there nothing else that has Link? There should be something else that has like a Link that you could use. I don't think Pygra has one. But something that has like a yellow Link would be helpful, just to get a little bit more mana. There should be something under red or blue that has it. Even if you're not using it for anything other than the Link, it would still be worth it. Oh, you're staying at 70 for farming. Well, normally people go to, they either stay at 20 for farming or they go to 90. Because at 90 or 100, you'll be able to complete out the event every single week. You can technically do it at 70, but it costs more gems if you stay at 70. If you still want to be able to do the events. So that's becoming less and less relevant, though. Because the more factions they keep adding, the less common each specific faction pops up. But still, if you can't do a faction every single, like, let's say month or 2 months, it's still a little bit annoying. Because the cycle is about 2 months now. Because there's 7 factions. So it takes 7 weeks before they loop back again. But it's unrealistic to get a faction event done at level 20 now. The most consistent way is to do it to 90. Because that's normally what gives all points for the Tuesday event. Sometimes you can get it for 80, but it's very unlikely that it does it every single time. Let's see. What do we take here? Oh, if it looks bad. I guess we'll just take a purple there for now. We'll grab the next turn. We'll grab a brown surge if we can somewhere. Grab it right there. Get our Mountain Crusher. For the Firestorm, yeah, I guess you could do that. Trying to think of something that might be better for a storm, though, off the top of my head. But yeah, if you're using it for that, I guess that would work. You probably want a yellow storm, though, if you're using Mercy. Just so you get the extra mana off of it. And the better chance of aligning her. But you're probably going to win so quick that you don't even need a storm. More often than not. Because the whole point of that team is to win in one shot. Okay, what else we need? Throw a Mountain Crusher down. Go for our Apothecary into our purple. And then just devour it again. And down it goes. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Because I believe actually after this one delve, we're going to end out for now. This stream. Or maybe do one more after this, actually, just so we get to 300. But I'll probably end it there. still going to be doing them just off stream. Let's see. We'll go to that. Get another Devour down. Get that onto his first slot there. Go try getting our Devour. Hopefully it lands. Nice. Get our Apothecary. Get it onto red. You got level 11 rewards and second Vault Key and stop there. I guess that works. Where are you going to do pure faction for this delve? And what will be your lineup? I already did. I did it at 150. You could also technically have done it at 200, but I forgot to do it at 200. I was going to, but I completely forgot and moved past it. And now it's only going to be worth it if we go all the way to 500. Because trying to do it for those other ones just takes way too much time to get barely anything out of it. But the team that you use for it, it depends what level range you're doing. If you're doing around 150 to 200, I'd probably say use bleed spam. Whereas if you're doing the later ones, you're going to have to get lucky with skull spam if you're trying to do like 500. The team for lower ones, which is more realistic for most people, like doing 100, 150, or 200. It doesn't specifically have to be those, but those tend to be the points where people stop. But if you're going to be doing that, the team you'd want to use is 1 or 2 of the legendary. 1 or 2 asps in inverse of whatever you use. So if you're using 2 legendaries, only 1 asp, or if you're using 1 legendary, you use 2 asps, and 1 of the green-blue that creates a bunch of red. So your team basically is either the tank legendary, 2 of them up front, followed by the green-blue mana generator, followed by the asp, or your team would be just 1 of the tank of the legendary, followed by a asp, the green-blue mana generator, and another asp. Either of those 2 teams is what you would want to use for the lower level range. And if you're somehow going to be doing 500 attempts, at 500 attempts, you'd want to run 2 of the legendary, followed by the skull spam troop, followed by the blue-red mana generator. Actually, you might even put the skull spam troop in last slot, but it's pretty much the same either or. But that would be your team if you're going to run it that way. Because bleed becomes kind of pointless when stats get that high. Okay, what do we need? Throw the convert right there. The pure faction is going to be really scary here. Not sure what we're really going to do about it. I think I might try it, though. It's our highest upgraded kingdom, or faction, I mean. Or it will be once we get a little bit further. I think it's still have it at 190 right now. I do want to get it to 200. Maybe even a little bit further than 200. I definitely love the faction team. It's just, it's going to be really difficult to actually get away with a win off of it. Oh, I thought I had a... Oh, I do. There we go. Drop that. Silver mana and dead. Dargon Asp Shaman. Normally you want to put one of your Shamans in front of your Asps just so you keep it as your last line of offense in case everything else dies. But yeah, kind of like how this is set up, except you just replace this with a second one of the Chief Dargon. But yeah, you either go Chief Dargon, Shaman of Set, and Horned Asp, or you go Chief Dargon, Asp, Shaman of Set, and another Asp. Those are basically the 2 teams that you would run. And which one you run depends on what level you're doing at. The below... Oh, and the skull spam team, my bad. There's also another team. There's the double Chief Dargon, followed by the Satori, followed by the Shaman Set of Set. That would be the other option. And what you want to run basically depends on preference, as well as what level range you're at. As well as, I guess, technically your stats as well. Because the lower your stats, the less effective Satori will be. Okay, we'll get our Devour on him. Take our free brown. Get rid of his skull spam. Oops, that is not the one I meant to click on. I meant to click on the skull spammer. But it won't matter much. Get all the browns there. Grab that. Get a kill on it. Get a apothecary. And dead. There we go. Claim all of our rewards. And let's go do one more delve, up to 300. And I'll secure us almost top 50. Actually, it might secure us top 50. Oops, I did not mean to click on one of these. Why is it taking so long to load? All I wanted to do was see how many points we need for top 50. Let's see how close are we. Oh, Firebomb is the most used troop. That's an interesting one. Yeah, we actually should reach top 50 with that. Nice. Okay, let's go do that then. One more delve, and this will be the last one we'll do for now. And as I mentioned, we'll obviously not be streaming tonight because this was our nightly stream, technically. And I'll try getting it up before the game for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Or, you know, anyone who's not here now. Definitely need to make sure it's up before 8, just so people don't wonder at 8 o'clock why there's not a stream. For anyone who might not have been watching recently, to really know. If anyone still has any other questions or anything, let me know. Because I won't be back till tomorrow night. Other than for the video going over next week's event. Hopefully we have some good mythics to craft too. Okay, well, let's keep going down the path. I keep always thinking we'll have to like figure out what our path is, but I keep forgetting this delve is the same thing every time, basically. Very, very rarely the final 4 battles get switched up, but other than that, it's the same path every single time you ever do this delve. Okay, not enough for a Devourer, so let's explode everything. Throw down a Apothecary. Go down to red. Go Devour on first slot. Do Apothecary again. And let's keep going down the line. Scolder. Kill with skulls at this point. Explode everything and hopefully cascade into a skull. Not quite. And dead off exact damage of 79. Oh, so where's that one Devour even? We'll probably find it on next delve. If not, like, we kind of got gypped on Devour events. Definitely be able to get at least one more. It is possible we got unlucky and don't. It's not that big a deal. It's only like 1 day's worth of battles. Yeah, from what I can currently tell, assuming we get Devour Raven, it's likely, very unlikely that we'll actually lose at this point. So that should be 330 as far as our points, or how far we've gotten. So that would then be, what, we get 3 per day. That would be 6 days from now. What's 6 days from now? 6 days from now would, oh, that's actually a little bit farther than I thought. But that'd be next Saturday. By Saturday night, that most likely means we will be done with this faction, assuming we don't fail at all. And we should have the pet by either Thursday or Wednesday. I think Thursday. The pet as in the one from the faction, not the new one coming out on Wednesday, I mean. How does the troll have 70 attack? We currently have level 190 faction, which is where it's getting all that attack from. Hey, we're getting it from the Horde level. We're getting it from this. Also, speaking of that, I should probably go use my shards and go get a little bit more treasure and try putting it into it. But, oops, if it'll ever load. But yeah, let me backtrack. But we're getting it from our Horde level is what it's coming from. We're getting it from this. Oh, let's take our tribute as well. Nice shiny tribute. Wow, we still have 23,000 gems. 3,000 in excess. I always want to try keeping above 20,000 if we can. But we're going to be burning through about a little over 1,000 next Friday, because that's Bounty Hunter. But anyways, let me go answer that question. So where are all of our stats coming from? It is coming from this. You go in any Horde and you go and upgrade it. We're getting it from all these levels. We're going to be getting it to level 200 in a moment. Actually, we could probably almost do that right now. Yeah, let's see if we can get a Sacred Treasure drop or another lamp. Let's go throw these onto Sea of Sorrows. Hopefully we get lucky. And we either get rares or we get what we need. That is not either of those two things. I need either the rare of the actual troop or a good treasure. Now we need 2 more troops. Okay, we got an okay treasure. Now we need 1 more of that troop, I believe. It's only 1 more. Please give us that rare. Come on, pure luck. That is not the rare I meant! Fail. Okay. Anyways. Can we actually max this out now? I think it's gonna cost us like almost like a ridiculous amount of gold. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna cost us like 250,000 gold. Actually more than that. Never mind. We won't be able to max it now. I would need at least a sacred treasure or another lamp to get it there. And even then, that's not gonna be enough. If we add that and that, that's only gonna get it to level 196 or 197. And I would have to throw chalices if I would want to go further. Which I guess we could technically go do, but that's going to burn through easily 350,000 gold, maybe even almost 400,000 gold if I do it that way. I do want to wait until we get this slightly better treasure before I do that. Anyways, back to Delve. Oh no, the annoying bullet team. Oh, this one could actually really troll us. It also has 1 troop with immune to devour. Oh no, 2 troops with immune to devour. Oh no, only 1. Wait, does this have impervious? No, only 1 with immune to devour. His first slot has immune. Though if he hits us with a skull, he no longer has immune. So I basically just need to bait out a skull and we'll be fine. Oh, we also need to get a devour. What do we take here? Oh, no extra. Oh, yes, we do have extra turn. Good. Grab that. Explode everything. Get full mana for something. Good. We got apothecary. Get everything rolling. He's stunned now, so let's go devour him before he gets unstunned. Good. And now we win. Let's get apothecary. Get a convert on that. Throw a devour on that. Oh, why'd I do that instead of bullets? That didn't make any sense whatsoever. That'd be funny if he gets a devour out of that. Actually, it wouldn't be funny. But, try getting that kill now. Actually, you can't get a devour, but he would move our team. Wait. Oh! These have immune to devour, too. A triple immune to devour. Well, luckily they can be stunned. Oh, no. They can't even be stunned either. Oh. Whoops. Oh, then. That makes this battle a lot more annoying than it needs to be. Let's see. They're not only immune to stun, they also have immune to devour. It's the only 2 traits they have. Fail. Okay, once he's in Possessed King kill range, I'm going to use Possessed King. Not going to use it before then, though. Because then he could be converted into something stronger, technically. Okay, now I'll go for it. We'll do that. Oh, perfect. And then he's dead off Devour. There we go. Okay. 5 more rooms. Okay, right off the bat, what do we take? Nothing's useful, so let's grab, I guess, a red. So we can take brown next turn if he doesn't go for it. And it stays in place. Give him some blues, doesn't matter too much. How much he could really do with that. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. He has an immune. He could get skull spam if he gets that to full. All the way in back, blocked by everything though, so it should be fine. Oh, try for a Devour. We get it. Throw it on purple. Get it onto a Devour there. Right down the line. Actually, you know what? I should probably go for Nimue specifically. Take our blues right there. Grab our convert onto red. Get our Devour onto last slots. That's why you find. That's why you. Wait, what's EF? I actually don't know what EF is. I was assuming Dragon's Eye, but that's not EF. Wait, what's EF? I don't know what that's actually initials for. But no, we could easily just do that off of Possessed King. It's not 100% chance, but it still works. Earth's Fury? Oh yeah, I guess that would work. Because you would then get the attack into 100% Devour rate. So you would never miss a single Devour off of him. That also give a high attack to everything, as well as your hero. Also, when you're against things that have immune to devour, you'd have a high attack against them too. Yeah, I guess that would work. The problem is we don't get as big of a loop because we would sacrifice Brownstorm. We'd still have Brownstorm for 4 turns when the battle starts, but beyond that point, we would no longer have Brownstorm. Nothing would give it, since our hero is currently what does it for us. And we'd lose a lot of cascade value off of, or we'd lose a lot of extra turn chance, because we wouldn't be able to do something like this where we just auto extra turn off of just casting Mountain Crusher into getting like infinite loop devours, basically. It's not indefinite infinite, but it greatly increases our chance from having a Brownstorm active. And we also wouldn't have a board clear then as well. It's just nice to have one, because Apothecary sometimes won't have alignment. And Possessed King on his own isn't enough for a board clear. He can board clear once you have a loop going, but if the board is just too bad to get a loop off of, if he can't board clear properly. What do I need? Let's take a purple, try for the brown, didn't get it, and he denies me immediately. Let's take a yellow. Go and grab a brown there. Grab a yellow into a brown chance off the top, didn't get it. Try for another brown, didn't get that either. Can we get full mana already? I'm gonna ignore that skull just to try to hopefully get something here. We'll try for double brown, didn't get it. Got a skull though. Take that. Oh, why did I just not take that brown? Should have. But let's just explode everything so we get the steam rolling already. Go for a devour. What's the big threat? Let's go for Christine X. Of course it doesn't go. Did down red. Got what the mana we need. Try again. There we go. Now we have 100%. Hopefully get an extra turn off of the Mountain Crusher. Nope. We'll be able to use that Brownstorm now into... Oh no! That's the first time that's happened. Well, now we don't have either hero. We should still be able to win. But that's a interesting thing to have occur. I don't have a summon either. What do we do about this? Let's be careful not to give him any skulls. He can two-shot us. Let me do it that way. Do I do Possessed King? Do that first. It's denied all my color I need. Let's go get this Apothecary. Try exploding that so we don't have to take it. Perfect. He still has a skull chance though. We have 100% devour, so let me grab that. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, what do we do about this? How many rooms do we have left? 2, right? We just have the treasure room and we have final room. Okay, we should be able to kill this without any issue. Also, it would somewhat be beneficial if he moves high forward or to devour opportunity. I guess maybe not. Man, never mind. This would actually be really bad if he moves last slot to first. If he moves Possessed King to first. That's why you throw the Forest Troll in there. Yeah, it's nice to have another tank. It's not as good. Forest Troll wouldn't be as good for going Deathless. But technically, you only ever need to go Deathless on level 500 battle. Everything prior to 500, you don't actually have to go Deathless on. Because as long as you do it for that one final battle, it counts as if you did it for every battle, essentially. Okay, let's go get our free Devours, hopefully. Boom, Devour. No! Come on, get your Devours in. Throw it on red there. You know you want to. I'll throw it on that one. There we go, okay. Should be fine now. Take our blue, just so we have the mana. Take our red into everything else. Get our skull, get our free skull. Full mana, throw our other Devour. Okay, now we just need one more. Throw that onto green. Yeah, green gives us a little bit more. Not full though. We just do that and dead. Okay, let's try doing this final battle. Should be okay. As long as we can get a quick Apothecary, it should play out about the exact same. Apothecary is probably going to die, but as long as we get one Devour, Iron Gut can solo the entire battle. It's mainly just a matter of getting that first Devour for her. I mean, for him. What do we do here? There's no way to drop this for an extra turn. We could if there was a purple right there. If there's a purple right there, we could drop that for an extra turn, but there is not, so we can't. What do we do about that? All this mana I don't need. Guess we just do it to take away from the board. So we'll take this green. It will allow him to take a skull, which is very dangerous, putting her in the one-shot range. Both our green options do the exact same thing, so we'll do that. Oops, that gives him blue. Oh! Oh no! He got a free skull out of it. I was gonna say maybe he doesn't get a skull because of the cascade, but nope, he gets it for free instead. So I'll take this green. It better surge. Ooh, it did not surge. That is really bad. Because now we're we don't have full mana for her. So I'm gonna take this brown then. I want that blue. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, that's bad. If we don't get Devour immediately, we auto lose. What's our safest bet? Brown has 1 skull chance. Yellow has 1 skull chance. I think everything has 1 skull chance. What do we have a +1 on? I believe our +1's on brown, so let's do the brown then. This will be a chance that we lose off a skull right there. Luckily, it does not happen. Unfortunately, we did not surge. I guess we take green just to have Possess King. There is a skull chance out of it, but we don't really have another option. Everything else gives him a skull chance as well. So we'll take that green. Luckily, he doesn't get it. How do we get full mana? We have to take this yellow. It is safe. So this has to Devour or we lose. I could also take that right to skull, but I'm just going to hope this Devours. Okay, good. We should be fine. The only thing that can kill us is him skull spamming. Which is still very highly possible. As long as we don't have any bleeds, though, we should be okay. It's only going to be 6 skulls. That's not a lot. But you never know. Those 6 skulls could land perfectly. But he does have to hit us with 3 skulls or so. Almost 4. So we could be okay. We'll see. It's only a matter of time to figure out. Oh, no. Don't keep doing that. As long as we get 1 more Devour, we have an instant win, pretty much. Because once I kill him, there's no real threat left, for the most part. And we won. Okay, fine. We can still technically lose if we get super trolled, but it's very unlikely at this point. There we go. And now this one Asp. Yeah, he can solo an entire team if you get lucky enough with him. Just takes a while to get him up. Technically, Possess King can do the same as well, though it takes forever to try to solo an entire team with him and isn't as viable. Okay, let's make sure he doesn't die. That wouldn't be good. And dead. Could have also taken a skull. Actually, he would have lived off a skull. Good thing we did it that way. And there we go. Wow, we got a lot of points for that. 25,500 points just for doing the final battle. That is a lot of points. And a 4.25 multiplier. Very nice. Now let's go grab all of our loot. And you know what? We're already here. I said I was going to end, but I don't know. We only have 1 sigil left. If we get a Valraven, I'll just do it off stream. But there's a chance we won't get a Valraven, so let's go use our last sigil. Might as well. Might as well. We have it just sitting there. Let's not lose hero this time, though. There you go. Go take all of our reds. Grab a grab a brown. Take it on the skull. Go for that Devour there. Get Apothecary and get rid of all that. Go for another Devour. Get rid of everything. Get rid of blue, or gonna convert all the blues. Well, I guess that technically is getting rid of the blues. Do that. Load everything. And do it again. Oh, don't die already! We just started! Let's see. I gotta be really careful with that. They do 2-shot our hero now. If we don't have any barrier on. Okay. Well, actually, not all the battles 2-shot us, but still have to be careful with it. Get a convert on there. Grab a Devour, if it'll ever stop giving us extra turns. Destroy everything. Throw that right into Apothecary. What do we we have for convert? Down blues. Get our explosion on everything. And dead already. Very nice. I just realized my head's been cut off the entire time because my screen was like tilted. Move all over the place. There we go. I can also just adjust the camera directly as well. Also, wow, the camera is so hot right now. I haven't even been using it that long. Yeah, we'll take our yellow down, throw it right into a mountain crusher, get a apothecary going, probably on the reds right there. Do that right on the reds. Go for devour onto first slot. Hopefully it lands. Please don't miss. It misses. Good job. Throw mountain crusher again. Try round number 2. Also, if any of you haven't used it yet, I'm not sure if it's still active. It's probably been used up already, but there's the redeem code from earlier. Pretty sure it's used up, but I'm not fully certain. So do double check. I'm not sure where this cough is coming from. Let's see. It's probably just from the weather. Get our explosion. Let's see. Get another devour down on it. Or the first devour, I should say. The first one didn't end up getting it. First cast. Get a apothecary onto those blues right there. He does not drain anything important. So, oh no. I was going to do down blue, and they kind of ruined our turn. It's not a 5 times anymore, but at least it's still an extra turn, if nothing else. They didn't completely ruin it, but let's get rid of his mana drainer, just so we don't have to deal with it again. Hello, Mark! Welcome! Take off our blue. Turn our devour down. You have no keys left. Oh no! Did you try for the new Mythic and didn't get it, I assume? And your 1 gem key just opened the Mythic? Oh, wow. That is very lucky. But yeah, people don't normally report it, but with how many redeems the redeem code has, technically every 3 to 4 redeem codes, someone should be getting a Mythic from it, from our code. It should happen about 3 to 4, every 3 to 4 codes or so. Of course, whoever ends up getting it probably doesn't say that they got it, but yeah, about every 3 to 4 with how many claims it has should get one. But yeah, very, very lucky. Very nice. Unfortunately, not much to use that Mythic for, but if you don't have Ketris, it's a good Ketris alternative. There's some instances, very, very few, where he's actually better than Ketris. Those instances are mainly PvP battles where you deliberately need a stun, more so than the kill, where you need to stun specifically for adjacents. Actually, probably the biggest thing that that's used for is against Stealthy, oddly enough. But yeah, he's basically like a Ketris for PvP. That's about it. Maybe Guild Wars. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll see if we can put him into Guild Wars. Again, it really depends what we're up against, though. The team that you're using him against has to be bad against stun. That's the only time he's better than Ketris. That, or if you're color restricted in a way where you can't use Ketris, but you can use the new Mythic. Oh, whoops, what am I doing? He is immune. Let me try converting him. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. Guess we'll just take a few skulls. Yeah, I see the logic in going for Earth's Fury there, because you need the Earth's Fury for moments like this, where they have a bunch of Devour immunes, because the only way we could do it otherwise is if Possessed King gets a convert. Otherwise, we're sitting here for like a minute trying to throw like random skulls at him, whereas if we had Earth's Fury, that'd be like a one-shot or so. Because he does almost nothing against things with immune. But we'll go for another Apothecary here, do it on the reds. Hopefully that skull will still be in place. The answer is no, but we got a different one instead. Throw a hit on him, and one more hit will kill him. And I just need to find where that is. Oh, there we go. Got a skull right up the top. There we go. Okay, and then we take these final 4. You used all your luck for the year and got the Mythic 3 times? Oh, wow. That is very lucky. What did you do, like open the VIP keys or something? Like 50 bulk of VIP keys? Or did you just get super lucky off of guild or gem keys? Or were you just opening more keys and you just happen to keep getting the Mythic? But yeah, do be careful. Once you get 1 copy of a Mythic, you generally want, whenever there's only 1 exclusive Mythic in the drop table, you generally want to stop opening keys for the rest of the week once you have that Mythic. Even if you want to, just because any other Mythics that you might randomly drop are 100% going to be the new one. And most Mythics are not viable to have multiple of. There are a few, but this one is definitely one of them where the most you would ever need is one. But there's a lot of Mythics like that. There you go, we'll throw it out into reds there. Get all that converted. Good for another Devourer. Let me actually kill Nimue. Nimue, if we're not paying attention, can just randomly wipe out an entire team with all the skull spam she has. $1.6k glory and 250 gem keys. Very nice. Yeah, we got really lucky on this week. I didn't really make much mention of it, but you guys probably saw the video. But we got it in 200 gem keys. Really, really lucky. I opened them 50 at a time, but we got it within 200. Which means if we did a 200 bulk, we got it on our very first set of opening. If we did a 200. Yeah, we got it really quick. And dead. On to the next one. And we're about to gain a level soon. It's probably going to be off stream though, because this is the last delve we're doing. Also, speaking of that, where's our Valraven? I was expecting to get a Valraven here. They gypped us a Valraven if we don't get one by the end of this delve. That, or maybe the Valraven was on that one battle where we skipped like 2 of the battles because we lost the one troop. How much you want to make a bet it was? That's a fail. Yeah, we only got 2 more chances for it. Next battle or the following one. And if it's not in either of those, we got gypped a Valraven. I probably missed 2 Valravens total. One would be that one for sure, and the other one would be from the 2 losses we have so far, probably, and that one delve as well that we ended up not losing on, but we couldn't do every room. There's 2 of them. There are 2 delves we lost, and 2 delves where we weren't able to complete out every room, but we still completed the delve. Okay, I'll convert away blue. One of the colors we need, but it's worth it if we can finally... Can we get this Devourer already? We're almost about to kill him with normal damage. Actually, so much so I'm going to stop trying to hit on him because we need to go and devour the rest of them because he's going to just die naturally off of skulls at this point. No point in trying to hitting it. So let's devour that one. Please devour. How on earth have you not devoured yet? 72% chance, and we've done it 4 times with 0. Okay, 5th time's the charm. There we go. I should think of that green first. It's not that big a deal though. Pop to carry whatever we have for extra turn. Why is that nothing? Apparently it's nothing. Okay, we'll do Mountain Crusher then. Get ourselves a new board. Hopefully we have something to do here. Yes, we can do it on blue. Good. Well, that converted. We're going to Devour down, do it on Christina so we don't have to deal with Devour. Board cleared. Hopefully cascade into an extra turn. Very nice. And kill it out with that. Okay, on to the next one. Is there any reason to do all rooms? More points for leaderboard. That's about it. That's the only thing we're really gaining. That and we get full loot for the final room. Those are the only 2 reasons. Leaderboard and just to get the full amount of loot. But mainly leaderboard is the main reason why we're still doing every room. Okay, what do we do here? I'll do the green there. But yeah, so you can easily, if you just rush through them, I think you only need to do it to like 320 to get all loot. If you start rushing through them at about 200 or 250, you can start rushing around that area, and then by about 300 to 320, you'd probably be done with all rewards, if you wanted to do it that way. But the more battles that you do every room for, the less amount of sigils you would need to get everything done with. And also that assumes you're moving forward the entire time as well. You could camp at a lower one if you really need to though. Like you could camp level 200 if you had to. And just do every room on 200. If you find the higher ones to be too difficult with whatever you have. And it would still get the event done. So I feel the need to sneeze but can't. But more often than not, you just go and just keep moving forward for the most part. Very rarely would you not these days. Just because how the scoring system is. Also, why did I do that? I could have gotten the free Devour. Also, no, we didn't get a Valraven here. Wasn't paying attention, but yeah. That means we got gypped at least 1 Valraven. Probably 2 Valravens. That's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure the next delve would literally give us a Valraven if we were to have one more sigil. But unfortunately, we're not going to do that. But luckily, what we currently have is still enough to securely make leaderboard. I think we're top 50 right now. Probably like 40 or 30. But, oh well. Still fine. Alright, there we go. As I mentioned, we did do what I said we'd do. Just get every sigil done. I still have technically 3 more battles. I could go throw that on it if I want. I'll probably do that off stream though. But we can still do 320, 330, and 340 off of our 3 daily ones, which is what I'll do later. Looks like we hit just shy of 1,000,000 points. That currently gets us 41, which should definitely secure us top 100. Hey, and there's JZG. Is he even here right now? I don't think he even stopped by this time. He's probably doing other stuff. But that's the only name I immediately see here that I remember. Oh, and there's Ellen. Oh, hey, Ellen. We basically scored the exact same thing, except I did slightly worse. But, yep, there we go. Perfect. But, yeah, we'll just stop there. That's to guarantee at least 1 orb and probably 75 gems back. So, there we go. I highly doubt 60 people are going to pass us within, like, 10 hours, or however much time is left. But, yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I'll be heading out for now. Let's see. Hello, Dor. Welcome. Let's see. Is there any... Oh, no, I already answered that. You lost your first delve against Lamia's at 360. Oh, yeah, that's the other issue if you're using Earth's Fury. You do have to be careful with Charm, because they can almost one-shot you with how high your attack's going to be. I guess that's one of the reasons against Earth's Fury, too. And one of the reasons I'm probably not going to use it. Because you do actually have to check to see if... there's any charm within the faction, and if there is, it's a really bad idea to use Earth's Fury, because if you use Earth's Fury on something that has like 400 armor and you're gaining all that attack, if they charm you, they're just gonna one-shot you with your own charm. That's funny, like half this thing is all my guild right here. I don't think anyone has gone really high in my guild though, but it doesn't matter too much. Most people are just going for all loot anyways, which is what I do as well. Kind of just waste gem doing anything else. But anyways, guys, does anyone else have any other questions or anything? Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will not be here tonight because of Super Bowl. And yeah, if any of you watch the Super Bowl, I hope you have fun with the Super Bowl. And if you care for any team, I hope your team wins. I will be rooting for the commercials. Anyways, guys, I'll catch all of you later. Have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. And best of luck with getting the new Mythic, and best of luck with the faction. Goodbye, everyone. Also, don't forget the faction, since I won't be able to remind later, you do only have like 9 more hours to finish out this faction event, so if you haven't yet, make sure to go do that. Anyways, goodbye, everyone.